Hey there tech fans, Rick here again from the O-Ray team. In today's video, I'll provide a complete overview of the graphical user interface that's available for the O-Ray UHDS-404VW 4K video matrix and video wall generator. This interface provides access to every possible configuration detail available for the product, so you can make any changes that are needed to perfectly match this product with your media setup. Now, to access the interface, you'll simply connect this product to your local network. You'll open your favorite browser and then navigate to IP address 192.168.1.100, and you'll be greeted by a login screen. And if for some reason that IP address has been changed, you can retrieve the latest IP address from the unit by connecting it through an RS-232 cable to a local computer, opening up a serial terminal program, and issuing the command rspace ipconfig ! And it'll return the current IP address. Now, once you've gained access to the configuration menu, you can make whatever changes are needed to perfectly match the product, again, to your local media setup. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll actually step through the configuration options and explain how you can use that menu to make those changes. When you open a browser and navigate to the device at IP address 192.168.1.100, you'll see the login screen. Here, you can enter your username and password. The default username is admin with a capital A, and the password is again admin, but this time with a lowercase a. You can also choose your preferred language. Once your credentials have been entered, simply tap the login button to enter the configuration options. The first tab you'll see when you log on to the HDMI Matrix is the status screen, which provides a wide variety of good information about the product. Here, you can see details like the model number and current firmware version. This tab also lists the host name of the device, as well as its IP address, subnet mask, and other important details about the product, including its MAC address. These are specific details you'll need to access and control the device over your network. The next tab down is the Input tab, which allows you to verify your input settings and adjust the EDID choices. On the top of this page, you'll see 4 input channels with indicators to let you know which ones are currently active. You also have a view of each input's current audio settings. You can change these EDID settings for each input by simply selecting the input you'd like to change and then choosing a new audio setting from the drop-down list. Further down on the page, you also have the option of loading or saving your EDID settings for the product for quicker setup next time. The Output tab shows you the current state of the 4 output connections. There are indicators for all 4 of the outputs to show you that you have a monitor connected to that port. These provide visual confirmation that your connections have been verified. You will also see the current name for each of these output connections. This tab also shows you their current resolution, which you can modify by clicking the arrow to the right of any of the inputs and selecting a new resolution from the drop-down choices. The next column displays the color space for each output, and you can modify these as well by making a choice from the drop-down menu. The HDCP version for each input is also shown and can be modified to match your current equipment and media. Finally, you can individually mirror the image on each output horizontally or vertically if needed, and can even enable and disable the media stream for all 4 outputs. The Video Mode tab is where you can create a larger video wall from the 4 monitors that can combine the inputs in one of 9 different layouts. On the top of that screen, you can quickly choose a layout that matches the configuration of your monitors. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see a visual of the layout you've chosen, and can then select which input is displayed on each of the monitors. To do this, first select the monitor you'd like to change, and then select the input you'd like to display on that monitor. You can also adjust the bezel thickness on this tab to accommodate for different styles of monitors. Finally, this tab also gives you the ability to adjust the output resolution of the media to match your individual monitors. The Network tab displays all of the information you'll need to access the matrix. On the top half of the screen, you'll see the current IP address of the matrix, and you have a choice of either using DHCP to automatically select this address, or static, where you can enter a specific address you'd like to use. On the lower half of the screen, you can modify the login credentials for both the admin and a user, as well as change the name of the matrix that's displayed on the network. You can also reset all of these parameters to the defaults by tapping the button on the bottom of the screen. If you change any of these settings, make sure to tap the Save button to apply them to the matrix. The System tab page provides control over the general operation of the HDMI matrix. From this screen, you can lock the buttons on the front panel of the unit to prevent unintended changes to the settings. You can also turn off the initial beep that is heard when the unit is first turned on. You can even choose a pattern that is displayed on any output that doesn't currently have an active input assigned to it. Further down on this tab, you can even modify the baud rate for the serial RS-232 connection. This screen also provides a way of easily updating the firmware for the matrix by simply tapping the Browse button, locating the new firmware file, and tapping the Update button to complete the upgrade. Finally, you can do a complete factory reset to the matrix to revert to all of the original settings and even reboot the device if needed. I hope you found this overview of the graphical user interface that's available for the O-Ray UHDS-404VW helpful. That interface provides complete access to every possible configuration detail the product offers from anywhere in your network. You can simply open a web browser, point it at the unit, and open up the interface. And the best part is, you can make whatever changes are needed to perfectly match this system to your media setup. So until next time, thanks again for watching.